Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas offense will take the field first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football. David, this guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you?
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense wrestles it to the ground. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Pierre. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Got a man. It's Duke. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They would have needed a boomer from here, a 55-yard field goal attempt, so instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give him the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. He's going to run it.
Oh, you
running into the open space. Found a seam on the left.
So I'm saying, like, what kind of angle is that you took?
Finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
And it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up.
There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Pierre. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it himself and gets to 1st. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it.
Oh, I ain't even seen him
With the
over there.
catch, it's Leon. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To the air, it's Pierre. Buys a little time. 1st down and more. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark.
And
And he
just letting the
never
ball,
had a chance. As soon as he
go.
caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch.
Thank you.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. Turning it on!
Oh,
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a really impressive run right there. And I'll tell you, I know he might look a little different physically, but the athleticism, it kind of reminds you of Longhorn great QB Vince Young a little bit, especially when he takes off and runs the football. You think back to Vince Young, defenses were scared to death of that guy, not only because he could hurt you throwing the ball, but he could take off at any given moment. That's a great job right there, executing the option to perfection.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Right there to the quarterback, man.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Leon. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32. and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready to play.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Pierre. Plucks it out of the air. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got him downfield. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down. What a good gain on that play. come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. 30. Brought down just outside.
And injury timeout.
It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
Good tackle.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that goes down as a pass completion. How about the quarterback seeing the fullback, understanding I can get some positive yards here, dumping it off to him to get a small gain.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Works the middle of the field.
Right there.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down.
Oh.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get... Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might be looking to run. Did the work himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. No huddle here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the 2nd level, and you know He is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot, you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
See if they can score the deuce. To the air, it's Pierre. Scrambling away.
Let's go.
The end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Running behind that left side. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a...
Let me see. What the freak happened to my... Oh, he got...
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wide open downfield. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that, and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the quarterback.
Oh, we could have ended the game like that.
Massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires downfield. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pierre. Steps away to find some room. Turns it on in midfield. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Let's get it.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.